Hi there. Welcome back. And so today I am harvesting some garlic. So this one is music. I have some more over there, and that one is chestnut red. The chestnut red is not quite ready. This one, music, is ready. So this one is a hardneck variety, and I harvested the scapes about a month ago. So about 4 weeks ago, give or take a couple days. And so that's typically what you can gauge whenever you see the scapes and they start doing that curl. You harvest it at that point, and within the next 3 to 4 weeks, you should be able to harvest the garlic. Now, another way that you can know how you can harvest the hardneck variety is by seeing how many of the leaves have died back. And so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then number 5. Some of them are on the 4, some of them are on the 5, but for the majority, that's where we are. Now, I don't want to wait much longer. We're supposed to get rain in a couple days, and I don't want the paper on the outside to get too wet. It hasn't rained in a bit. I did water a couple days ago because everything else seemed very dry, and all I have is a sprinkler, so I had to water this in order to use the sprinkler, but it wasn't too much to the point that like everything got super saturated. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do today. So when I first planted this, I did 3 rows this way and 11 that way, so that's 33. I can see that there's a couple spots, at least 1 or 2, that I think that the garlic didn't overwinter properly. So we're gonna see the final count after everything is up. So basically what I'm going to do with all of them is I'm gonna pull carefully. I might need to get a tool because they're really in there. I'm gonna pull carefully and harvest it. And I'm gonna like try to just take off a little bit of the dirt. I don't want to touch the bulb too much because I don't want that paper, that outer layer, to get messed up. And then what also I'm going to do is I'm going to dry them. I'm gonna put them in my sunroom, and in the same shelves where I had all my seedlings, they're not there anymore. So I'm gonna just stack them on those shelves so that way they get this airflow. I'll turn on a fan, and then I'll be able to cure them or dry them or whatever you want to call it properly. Now this one, I'm not seeing the bulb separation, like the clove separation, I mean, but maybe it's just because it's all dirty. But hopefully we did get like individual cloves. As I mentioned, when I first planted back in Puerto Rico, I did not put them in the fridge first for a couple weeks, so like the simulation of them going through a winter didn't happen then, and all I got was like a really big bulb, not a really big clove, not a big bulb, because there was no division in between. There was just one. So hopefully that's not the case, so that way we can have multiple cloves in one bulb. But if not, it still will eat. I can always chop it up and put it in some olive oil and put it in the fridge, or chop it up and put it in the freezer. And yeah, so it's let's get to it. here it is. This is the harvest of the hardneck variety Music. I planted these a while ago, I think October or November, something like that. I planted 33. I have 25, so we lost some over the winter that didn't make it through. As I mentioned, what I'm going to do is I removed a little bit of the dirt as I was pulling them out. I am going to just remove a little bit more, not too much, and let them dry on wire shelving that it's like it has slots, so that way there's plenty of airflow. I'm gonna turn on a fan so that way it's not muggy in there and there's some circulation, and they can dry up, then have that nice paper that we all know about garlic. And hopefully once that's done, then we can see the cloves individually. Some of them I can clearly see that there are cloves. Some of them look like one big clove, so we'll see once it dries out. But for now, this is done. This is all I gotta do today. And yeah, very excited to taste these because I harvested the scapes for them, and the intensity of the garlic flavor, and supposedly scapes are very mild tasting in garlic flavor, but compared to like jarred garlic or the garlic from the store, that was so good. Like today I made some shrimp fajitas and I barely put any seasoning. I put that with some olive oil and it was so delicious. So if the scapes were intense in flavor, I can only imagine what the actual cloves are going to be. So I'm very excited about that. But yeah, that's it. That is half the harvest for this year. We still got the chestnut red, so when that's ready, I'll harvest it and show you guys. All right, ciao. Have a lovely day. This is another day, maybe a week or two later, maybe 2 weeks, yeah. I'm harvesting the chestnut red variety. I have about 4 to 5 of the leaves die out for this. It took a couple more weeks. I also noticed that I missed a couple of the scapes. So if you see, these are the scapes. This would open up into a flower if I let it, which I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest these and take them inside and then put them on the rack just like I did with the others, so that way they can dry out. We had some rain a couple days ago, like torrential down, so I'm afraid this is going to be super like wet and muddy. It has been sunny for the last day or two, so hopefully it's not too much, but we definitely can't keep it in here any longer. We're leaving tomorrow evening on vacation for a week, and there's no way I can let these sit until I come back. So that's what we're gonna do today. So if you can see, these are a little bit different. The skin, you can't see it too much, but the skin is a bit red compared to the Music variety. And I have to go back on the video and figure out how many I actually planted. I know it was more than 33, which was the other variety, the Music variety. I want to say 38, but I don't remember. These, I am noticing that they are smaller, which when I planted them, I definitely saw that the cloves that I planted were smaller than the Music. So I'm expecting these bulbs to be smaller than the Music variety, but I did plant more of them, which hopefully it kind of evens out and weight wise. I should probably weight these guys. Oh my god, this one didn't even do any, like, much. I'm very excited to eat these though. My husband, not so much. We have a bunch of raised beds, and I have a lot of garlic and a lot of onions planted, and he's like, how much onions and garlic can we eat? Like, we pretty much eat at least garlic every day. We put garlic powder on things because I don't have the patience to peel garlic all the time. But I put garlic powder on just about everything, savory wise, I mean. So that's half the bed, and I think we're definitely gonna have more in numbers, but I don't know about the size. I think the other variety had bigger bulbs for sure. Now these grew like right on each other like this. You can see it has it like a flat spot. Oh, this is the biggest one. Gonna keep on tripping on this thing. All right, so you can see, it's really bright. This is our harvest for the chestnut red variety. It looks a lot more bulbs than the music variety, but like I said, overall these bulbs look smaller than the music variety. So I'm gonna count them and see how much I planted versus how much I harvested, and see how that turns out, and then from there I'll make a decision on what variety I do next time. All right, ciao, bye.